Hello, everybody. Welcome to Diego Knows. I am Diego, and it is Sex in the City time again. Yes, we're going to talk about the chick show, Sex in the City, because that's what I do here. All right, I try to pop y'all's chick flick bubble and give you a big dose of truth. Yes, from a guy's point of view. That's right, a straight guy's point of view. All right, I am going to blow this whole conspiracy apart. This whole chick flick show conspiracy all apart. I'm going to pop your bubble. Okay, that's what I do here. Okay. I'm Diego, and I've watched every single episode of Sex and the City. I've watched both movies, and I watched that piece of shit show and Just Like Crap, and I already reviewed that piece of shit. I don't want to do that again, but it's there if you want to see it. Okay, yeah, that show was all sorts of fucked up. This show was much better. Okay, the original show, Sex and the City, was a much better show. Had a lot of problems with this show. The biggest problem I had, obviously, is that they didn't represent the men very well on the show. The straight guys weren't really straight guys. They were like something else. They were caricatures of straight guys, and I didn't like that at all because I didn't feel that they had any real straight men on the show. They had a couple that were believable, but the rest of them were just cartoon characters, easily disposable, and that's the part I didn't like about the show. But the rest of it was pretty good. I liked the insights it had about women. I learned a lot about women watching this show, honestly. I learned a lot about the stuff that they deal with, the stuff that they go through, the things they're interested in, It's like kind of like listening in on girls talking, when there's no guys around, okay? So I kind of like that aspect of the show. I really did. I really enjoyed it. So that's why I got hooked on the show, okay? So I've watched every single episode. And right now we are in season 3, episode 4. Okay, the name of this episode is called Boy, Girl, okay? So obviously they're going to deal with gender and sexuality and all sorts of shit like that, okay? So it starts off with Carrie's narrating that the people in New York are jaded, that nothing really surprises them anymore. So we've got all sorts of weird things going on in the city. There's the cops violently arresting somebody, and the pedestrian just standing there like it doesn't matter, like it's just another day. Nobody cares. They've got a woman with a baby in her front and another woman with a dog in her front, just like waiting for a bus or something, like that's not like considered abnormal, And then of course there's some cocktail party with this super hot woman, completely naked. I mean, big fake tits and all. I mean, she's just serving cocktails completely freaking naked. And she looks good. And nobody at this cocktail party is raising an eyebrow. Like they're just like, oh yeah, that's par for the course, Nobody cares. I guess that's what Carrie's talking about. Like, hey, there's nothing new in New York. Okay, everything you can think of has already been done. Okay, and nobody raises an eyebrow over it. Okay, so they're at an art show at Charlotte's Gallery, and she's doing a photo show on drag kings. Yeah, drag kings. Like, is that really a thing? Well, we don't call it that anymore. Actually, no one ever called it that. Okay, it's transgender is what it is now. But basically, this photographer, he took a lot of pictures of women dressed up as men. Okay, so of course it's the stereotype. It's the friggin', the what do you call it? The typical, the white trash guy with the mullet and the big mustache and the cowboy hat. They got the women in suits, with short buzz hairs and fake mustaches. Just shit like that. Just what they think men are. Okay, what they think. It's funny that they've got these women dressed up as men in all these photos, but who's not included in that? Gay men. None of these women are dressed like gay men. They're all dressed like what they think straight men are. Okay, the fact that they left gay men out of this picture says a lot about how far this gender progression thing has gone. Okay, if you're going to talk, and that's the biggest problem I have with this episode. I actually got triggered in this episode, okay? I got sick and tired of the characters on this show labeling things as, oh, that's, you're the man in this situation or you're the woman in this situation. Because to me, that's bullshit. There's no such thing as that. When someone tells you, be a man, what they're implying is, get some balls in you, grow some courage, take some chances, quit being fucking afraid. Okay, but, that's not that. I mean, you can say that, and I know what it means, and there's nothing wrong with that, really. But when they say shit like, oh, Samantha's the man in her office, okay? She's not a man, okay? She's not a man, okay? She's a woman. She's a strong woman. She's not a man, okay? When they say man up, well, yeah, you can tell that to a guy, but you say, to a woman, you tell her man up. She knows what you mean, but she ain't a man. You know, and I don't like that. I don't like that whole idea because here they are. On one hand, they're putting down men, you know, because women are stronger than men. But on the other hand, they're using men as a noun to describe someone who's strong. You know, like, well, which one is it? Okay, is it a positive thing or is it a negative thing? What the fuck? Make up your fucking mind. You know, I'm getting confused here. You know, anyway. So moving right along. So they got all these pictures there. I guess the artist's name is Barrett, and he completely flirts with Charlotte. You know, he talks about like his artwork is meant to display the fact that he, you know, that gender is an illusion. Wow. All the way back in 2000, they were spouting this bullshit. Okay, gender's just an illusion. There's strong men, and there's strong women. There's weak men. There's weak women. There's men that act like women. And there's women that act like men. There's no gender. It's just an illusion. Then he looks at Charlotte. Sometimes a very beautiful illusion. You know, well, dude, if you're getting horny by a woman, okay, you're pretty much telling her what you are, okay? There's no fucking such thing as gender. They're trying to play that off in this whole episode. Not just gender an illusion. Age is an illusion. Sexuality is an illusion. Get the fuck out of this. Oh my God, you want to talk about like, way back then, they were spouting this bullshit. And we all know it has not gotten better since then, okay? Not anywhere near better since then. Oh my God. Oh my God, to hear 2022 bullshit in 2000, holy fuck. Just shows you how we have not gone anywhere. You know, we've traveled so far. But we didn't go anywhere. Okay, so basically, yeah, they, you know, Carrie pulls Charlotte aside, like, hey, why don't you just ask him out? You know, this guy's flirting with you. And she's like, oh, no, I can't ask him out. I'm a girl. Girls don't ask out guys, you know. And Carrie says, like, well, someone needs a sock. Someone needs a sock in the pants. You see what I mean right there? Someone needs to be the man. The man is the one with the courage. You know, that's true. I mean, there are a lot of courageous men. There's courageous women, too. Why do you have to call it a man thing? I'm not really complaining because, like, you know, that's fine. You want to make men look good. I'm all about that, too. You know, but, you know, the fact that why don't you just say you'd be a, you know, woman up and go talk to him, you know? I mean, that would apply. That would apply. If someone told me, you know, Diego, you need to woman up and talk to that girl, I would take offense to that because I'm not a woman. Okay? You don't man up, I wouldn't take offense to that because I am a man. You know, you're right. Be a man. Be strong. You can be strong and be a woman too. You know, no gender owns those personality traits. Okay? So it bothers me when they use a gender to describe a personality trait. A personality trait is genderless. Okay? It's genderless. All right. So anyway, so there we go. And of course, Miranda says some bullshit about, like, I got enough trouble being a woman in a man's world. I don't need to dress like a man on top of all that. Well, you know what, Miranda, you're already halfway there, okay? I'd say even maybe more than halfway there, okay? And there's some episodes where you're a fucking dude. I mean, you're a fucking dude. You're a dude with no penis. And there's some episodes where you look at some of the older episodes where she's in her dungarees and shit. Oh my God, dude, she got the buzz cut going on. Yeah, no makeup. Ugh. Okay, anyway. But I don't hate her. I don't hate Miranda. I know why she's acting this way. It's just so fucking annoying. It's like, oh God, if I see you again, no, she's going to say something about how women are all oppressed and men are all assholes and blah, 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 you know, and of course she does. So she doesn't disappoint. At least she's consistent, right? Okay. So that's going on there. You know, Samantha thinks dressing like a man would be fun. Of course it would. You know, and Stanford's there too. And Stanford says, you know, the best thing about being gay is you can wear everyone's underwear. Okay. Carrie looks at Miranda and she goes like, well, you know, anytime you want to dress like a guy, you've got cop written all over you. You know, yeah, she does. Fucking butch. Okay, so like I said, they meet Barrett. He's the artist. Gender's an illusion, a beautiful illusion, you know. Carrie says age is an illusion. I already said that. Someone needs to put a sock in Charlotte's pants so she can ask out Barrett because she wants to play the female role. There's nothing wrong with that. Charlotte wants to be the female role. There's nothing wrong with being a woman and acting like a woman. Holy shit. You know what happens when you do that? You attract men. Yes, you attract men when you act like a woman. Okay? When you try to act like a man, you don't attract men. Men don't want to be around masculine women. Most men don't, want to be around masculine women. They don't. I know I could have them as friends. Oh, yeah, as friends? Yeah, why not? But would I go out with one? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't want that. Why would I be like going out with myself? Why the fuck would I want to go out with myself? No, I want to go out with someone different. I want someone who has qualities that I don't have. I want to go out with somebody who, I'm attracted to women that act like women, that look like women, that aren't ashamed of looking like women and acting like women. That turns me on. That's what I'm attracted to. I like to have sex with women. I like to be intimate with women. There's nothing wrong with that. Shit. You can be a strong woman and not have to look like me to do it, So, anyway, okay. So Steve surprises Miranda. When Miranda gets home, Steve's there. He's making himself at home. He's watching the basketball game. He's eating chips. He's curling back on the couch, just hanging out, And Miranda's like, oh, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were going to be here. And she's like, oh, you gave me the key, remember? That one time, so I just used it to come in, And she obviously doesn't like him being there. She's really annoyed the fact that he's spending, that's her boyfriend. We've already established that they're back together. But she doesn't like the fact that he's spending so much time at her place. You've seen his place, okay? His place is a shithole, all right? It's a shithole. Hey, I'm not putting him down. I've lived in shitholes myself, okay? I know what it's like to live in a place like that, okay? And when your girlfriend's got a nice fucking pad and you live in a shithole, yeah, you're going to spend more time at your girlfriend's place, okay? I've been in that situation too, okay? So no. But still, he should have let her know. At least give her the respect. Like, dude, it's her place. It's not you. I know you're her boyfriend, but it's her place. It's not yours. At least call her and say, hey, do you mind if I hang out at your place before I go to work, watch the game or something, Just do that. Let her know. Give her a heads up. That's all I'm saying. And Steve obviously didn't do that. I don't know why he didn't do that. That's what I would do. I would never go to my girlfriend's place unless, even if I had a key, without telling her, unless we're living together, but he's not living there. So yeah, so that was kind of a dick move on his part. Now I would not do that, okay? But I would tell her, hey, listen, let me, I want to hang out at your place today, just because I can watch the game. You got a better TV than I do, that kind of thing. All right, so that's going on there. She doesn't like it. They have sex, but before he goes to work, he's like, hey, I don't got to be at work until 10. We got some time. Yeah, it sucks when you remember where this relationship leads. But anyway, okay, so now Carrie goes on a date. She's ice skating with some dude. And they go on 3 dates. So this scene begins with the first date, and the scene ends with the 3rd date, okay? What the fuck? Talk about some fast forwarding. But it's the same guy. His name is Sean. And she's attracted to him. He's this good-looking young guy. He's in his 20s, and he's on the ice skate. He's ice skating with her, and she's smoking the whole time she's ice skating. He's like, "Why are you smoking while we're skating?" Oh, this is how I keep my balance, by smoking. So she's fucking smoking everywhere. Okay, she's smoking cigarettes like crazy. Hey, I was the same way. Okay, now I would never smoke while I was ice skating, but yeah, I used to smoke. I smoked when I'm walking down the street. I smoked in my car when I was driving, had the windows down. I smoked in other people's places if they let me. And if they didn't, I would go outside and smoke, and then I'd come back in, So, yeah, I know what it's like to be smoking all the time, And it's just like, now I look at it, it's like, that's kind of disgusting. It really is, damn. Smoking all the time. There's a scene later on where she kisses somebody while she's smoking. I was like, I used to do that all the time. Now I look at it, it's like, it grosses me out. Like, dude. Anyway. Okay, so that's going on. Okay, so she's there, and she likes this guy. She likes Sean a lot. And they're on date, and while they're sitting there flirting with each other, he's got alcohol. He's got Jim Beam in his jacket. So they're drinking while they're ice skating. So they're kind of buzzed, and they start talking some more, kind of loosen up, And on their 3rd date, now we fast forward to the 3rd date, she asked about, he asked about her ex. So what was your last serious relationship you had? And then she started going off about Big without mentioning Big. Oh, yeah, well, he was selfish. He was narcissistic. Women love that word, narcissistic. Like, what the fuck? You never hear a guy say, yeah, my ex was narcissistic. You never hear a guy say that. But women, oh yes, he's a narcissistic, he was abusive, he was, selfish, it's like, what the fuck, man, Yes, a guy, like, what was your ex like, And you're like, oh, she's a bitch. Oh, and she's a slut. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, what more do you need to know? Okay, we all know the real reason women use words like abusive and narcissistic, okay? And it's not because they're abusive and narcissistic, okay? It's because they got to paint them to look bad to cover up the fact that they fucked them over. All right, but anyway, we're not talking about that right now. So, so they're talking there, and then she asked him, well, what about yours? And he's like, oh, well, Brenda was a nutcase. Amy didn't want a commitment. And Mark, we just didn't have enough in common. She's like, Mark? What? Yes, one of his exes is a dude. So she can't get out of this now. Okay, so from now on, for the rest of the episode, that the fact that this guy that she likes has fucked guys, okay, is the elephant in the room. Now, you know how people ignore the elephant in the room? Like it's like the one topic that nobody wants to talk about. Okay, well, she does the opposite. She only focuses on the elephant in the room and nothing else. So every every altercation, not altercation, but every interaction she has with him, the focus of this conversation will be, so you fucked a guy. Hey. They talk about this later, and I'm gonna quote Samantha here. There's no such thing as bisexual, okay? There's no such thing as bisexual. And for those of you that are triggered by what I just said, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, for all of you that are doing that right now, okay, I'll put it this way, okay? Bisexual men, okay? Well, first of all, you're not going to see bisexual men in the media, okay? You're not. They're going to call them bisexual. Like, let's say if you're watching like, I don't know, with like Star Trek, right? For example, Star Trek, okay? They're going to come out with a new Star Trek. Captain Kirk's going to be bisexual. Okay, that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, but your Captain Kirk is bisexual. And the LGBT community, yes, finally, representation. Okay, and of course, in the first episode, he's going to fuck a guy, right? Now, here's the thing about that, okay? They're calling it bisexual. But the bottom line is, okay, if they do that to Captain Kirk, he will never, ever fuck a woman again, okay? Because it's okay to call it bisexual and have him, this fictional character, fuck guys. That's okay. That's representation. That's applauded. But imagine if you had a gay guy fuck a woman. Start liking women now. Oh, that sends the wrong message. Fuck no, is heterosexuality gonna win in the end? Fuck no, that'll never happen. Your show will get boycotted. It will get banned. Okay? The sponsors will pull their funding. Every celebrity, every talk show host will talk shit about it. How dare this gay person start dating women? Ah! And of course they'll all fucking have panic attacks. Okay, so, and that's what's going on right now. Okay, so first of all, there's that. There's the fake bisexual that's in the media and all that. Okay, the real bisexual stuff. Okay, everybody, and Samantha says it here, so I'm just quoting her. Samantha says every bisexual guy ends up with a guy. Every bisexual woman ends up with a guy. And it's true. It's fucking true. Okay, now for all of you that are still fucking mad at me, you don't understand lesbians. You don't understand bisexuality. You're non-binary. Okay, all of you that understand that bullshit, okay, let me tell you something, okay? I've met lots of women, okay, that told me they were bi, okay? I've never met a 67-year-old woman who was bisexual. I've never met one. I've never met a 67-year-old woman that was bisexual. I met some that are lesbians. I met some that are straight. A lot more that were straight, actually. I never met one that was bisexual. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking exist. Because by that age, you've already picked a side, okay? You're fucking well entrenched in your side, okay? That's why, okay? Oh my God. All right, moving right along. And that's basically what they talk about. What I just said there, Of course, Miranda calls it's greedy. You're double dipping. Well, they're dipping something. Samantha's like, there's no labels anymore. Don't be so suburban. Gay, straight, it's all the same thing. There's no line in the sand anymore. Yeah. Fuck that bullshit. I'm sorry, there's a line, okay? And I'm on this side of it, okay? On this side of it, I'm not gay, okay? And the one thing that bothers me, like I said, I have people in my family that are gay. So, I understand what I'm talking about, okay? The only thing that bothers me is that, sometimes the narrative they're trying to go with this is, guys, that everyone is really gay. They're just don't allow themselves to express it because of society, what society will think of them. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, I can't speak for everybody on this. Okay, I can only speak for myself. Okay, I am straight. Okay, I know that I am straight. Okay, if I was gay, I would be proud to be gay. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, I'm straight. And I'm proud to be straight, and there's nothing offensive for me to say that, okay? The majority of this planet is straight, is heterosexual, okay? And the reason I know it's straight is not because I was brainwashed into thinking that. It's not because I grew up watching men and women kiss each other, so I wanted to fit in with that crowd, okay? It's not because I thought there was something wrong with me, so I needed to date girls so that other people won't know what I'm really thinking. No, okay? It's never been like that. I've always been attracted to women since I hit puberty, probably even before puberty, okay? But I know when I hit puberty, okay, I knew that I was attracted to women. I know, I can't explain it. No one convinced me of that. No one talked me into it. I just felt it. It just felt normal to me, and it felt right. And I liked it, okay? I liked it. I've always gotten turned on with women, okay? And when I masturbate, I think about women. That's how I know. Okay? So it's not confused. There's no confusion here. There's no, I'm torn between two genders. No, there's none of that shit. That's how I know. Okay? And I think from the gay people that I know that I've spoken to about this topic, they tell me that that's how they felt about being gay. They felt the same way. No one convinced them into it. No one brainwashed them into liking guys. They just did. They couldn't help it. That's just who they are. That's just what turns them on. That's what gets them hard. Okay? It's the same experience that I went through, just with a different sex. That's all. So who, I can't like make someone be something they don't want to be. I can't make a gay guy like women any more than a gay guy can make me like men. Just the whole narrative about, well, how do you know you don't like men if you've never been with one? Well, how do you know? How do you know you like women if you've never been with one? Okay? So it's like, come on, Yeah, that's the only thing I like. People are going to be who they are, That's it, When you're young, you do a lot of crazy, stupid-ass shit. I know lots of women have sex with women, when they're younger. You always see that when they're younger. Or at least like in their 30s. You never really see that when they're in their 50s and 60s, Although sometimes you do if you watch porn, sometimes you do. But, for the most part, that's shit they do when they're young, okay? And who do they end up with? A guy, okay? Anyway, okay, so moving right along. All right, so the thesis of this episode is called, has the opposite sex become obsolete? So is there no such thing as gender anymore? There's no such thing as straight and gay anymore, all right? Samantha gets a new assistant named Matt. He's some good-looking guy, young guy, and she's attracted to him. She wants to fuck him, but, she hires him right on the spot, and, she can't really fuck her employee because, that's a sexual harassment suit right there. Charlotte, meanwhile, gets asked out by Barrett, the photographer that likes to take pictures of women dressed like men. He asks her out. He comes by her studio to get his paycheck and to ask her if she wants to pose for him. And she's like, I don't know, I can do that, And he's like, come on, Charlotte, be a man. Okay, like literally. Yeah, I'm sorry. Charlotte's the prettiest one out of the four. And to see her looking like Burt Reynolds is just like, nah, oh God, it's just not. Come on. All right. But of course she agrees to do it. Sean and Carrie are on a date again. They're at some club, and now Carrie's freaking out. Every time Sean looks away at someone else, she's like, who are you looking at? The guy or the girl? You know? And he's like, I was looking at you. You're the one I want to be with. Oh, really? So, like, if you were, like walking down the street, and you saw a hot guy on one side and a hot girl on the other, he's like, no, it's not about that. It's about the person. It's the person that matters. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know what matters? The person's genitalia matters. Okay? Sorry. That's probably the first thing. In fact, it is such the first thing that I consider that I don't even think about it consciously. Oh, well. No, dude, you're gay. Dude, you're gay. You had sex with guys, you're gay. All right? You're this bisexual bullshit. Here's your dude. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Carrie? Carrie decides to fuck him later on. Like, she brings him back to his place. They have sex on the floor, of course. And, what do you call it? He tells her, that I'm not gay. I dig you, And like I said, they fuck on the floor. And of course, Carrie's still like asking him questions. Oh yeah, but what about like, if you looked at a guy that, and it's just bullshit. Hey, I'll tell you this, Carrie. Hey, what you want to do is your business. You want to fuck guys that fuck other guys. That's your business. I can't tell you nothing about it. I can't tell you not to. I can't tell you you're wrong. I can't tell you whatever you want to do. But I will tell you this, Carrie. When you and Big eventually get back together, don't ever fucking tell him. Don't ever fucking tell him you did that, okay? Don't tell him about this guy, okay? Trust me. It might change what he thinks about you, okay? Don't tell him about this. Don't. And for those of you that are like, oh, what the heck? You know what the fuck you're talking about, Diego. Okay. Well, imagine it this way, okay? What if, ladies, what if your boyfriend came up to you or your husband came up to you and told you, hey, I used to fuck dudes before you, okay? Okay? Yeah, you got to look at him a little differently now, don't you? Thought you knew him so well, huh? Yeah, so, yeah, I'd keep that. I wouldn't say shit about that. Okay, moving right along. Samantha doesn't like the way that Matt, her assistant, is talking to her customers on the phone, to her clients. So he decides to calm her down by flirting with her, and she ends up liking it. So now she wants to fuck him, okay? But she can't because she's, technically his boss, position of power, And of course, Carrie says, like, Samantha's the man in that office. Okay, well, she's not the man in the office. She's a strong woman. She's not a fucking man, okay? Samantha does not look like a man, so I'm not going to call her a man, okay? She looks like a woman, a strong woman. All right. Miranda hates Steve spending so much time at her place. Like I said, she's annoyed that he's always there. He's asleep on the bed, and he accidentally rolled over to her side of the bed, so she can't sleep now. She's just awake, sitting there pouting, and she wakes him up. This pillow is my pillow, and that's the guest pillow right there, and you have rolled over to my pillow, so I really need you to move back over to your pillow. You know what? Why about we go to the store and we'll just make a dividing line so that I don't ever cross over to your area. And by the way, your clothes over there on the floor, you need to clean that up. That is messy and dirty over there. He's like, well, maybe you ought to, give me a drawer where I can put my fucking clothes in. Yeah. No fucking shit. Where's he supposed to fucking put it? In the bathroom? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Miranda just fucking bitch. Although personally, if I was Steve, I probably would have talked to her by now. Like I said, I would have asked her permission to stay at her place to watch the game. And I probably would have said, hey, is there a place where I can put my stuff? Can I bring a bag or something? Or can I use one of your drawers? That's what I would do. That's what I have done in the past, And I've never had a drawer from anyone, but I used to bring this gym bag. Okay, here's a trick for all. Most of you bachelor guys know this already. Okay, your gym bag, the gym bag that's always in your car. Okay, it's always got spare underwear. It's got a hygiene bag in there with toothpaste, and floss. Okay, and all your toiletries that you'll need. Shampoo and all that kind of stuff, soap, body wash is all there. And you got spare underwear in there, spare socks, spare t-shirts, spare pants, spare everything, It's your gym bag. And if, you know what? Hey, let me just grab my gym bag from my car, That's what I did. But hey, Okay. You always bring your gym bag. Always have your gym bag because you never know when you spend the night somewhere that's not your place. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. But anyway, she doesn't like it. So she starts being a fucking bitch to him, And then he asked her, even though she's obviously not in the mood to be joyful, he says, what's one I wanted to talk to you about? I want to move in with you. She's like, move in with me? That is not going to fucking happen. You don't live with me. You're suffocating me. And he's like, you know what? Fine, I'm leaving. You know what? You're such a man sometimes. He walks away. So now she's all self-conscious because she's acting like a man. No, yeah, you are, and that's not in a good way, okay? You're acting like the negative qualities of men, okay? And you know what? She's not really being a man here. Not necessarily. She's very protective of her shit. She doesn't like sharing her shit, She takes pride in her apartment. It's her apartment. She bought it, right? She takes pride in it. She doesn't want just anyone fucking going in there just messing shit up. Like with Magda last episode. She doesn't want her redecorating or putting shit in there that she doesn't want. It's her fucking place. She has a lot of pride in her place, and I can understand that. And she doesn't want him, her boyfriend, coming in there whenever the fuck he feels like it when she's not there and just helping himself to whatever the fuck's going on there. So I understand that part about it. I just think she could have been nicer about it. Or she could have communicated that to him a little bit better, Because she definitely wasn't doing that. She was just in her bitch mode, And you can't communicate anything good when you're in your bitch mode. Okay. So he ends up leaving. She goes to Carrie, and they take some goddess class. I guess they take some things. They start dancing around to try to act like women, a workout called the goddess workout. And they don't like it. They fucking quit. They're like, we can't do this shit. How to move your hips like a woman and shit. It's basically belly dancing, but it's stupid. They don't like it, so they fucking quit. So they start talking outside. Miranda's like, I don't like it. He said I'm like a man. I want to be like a woman. I'm not a girly girl. I'll never be a girly girl. And then she breaks down and tells Carrie, you know what? I love him. But, she feels like she's the man in the relationship. And that's the truth. She is the man in the relationship, She loves him. She doesn't want to lose him. But she's the man in the relationship, Anyway, so she comes home and the apartment's empty. Steve's not there. And now she's like kind of feeling it. Like, oh, damn it. I pissed him off. Now he really is giving me my space, and I don't like it, She feels empty, alone. It's a very lonely apartment. Okay, meanwhile, Charlotte, she does her photo shoot dressed up like a dude, like she belongs in the fucking show Reno 911. Yeah, she's dressed like that. The guy's taking pictures, and then she's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And it's like, oh my God, you look like fucking Charlie Chaplin. You're already standing there like fucking Burt Reynolds. And now, after she's already had her picture taken, now she's like, oh, I can't do it. Bitch, you already fucking did it, okay? You already fucking did it. You're already in there, okay? You might as well finish the fucking shoot. So he convinces her to keep going. Yeah, be a man. You're a man. You're powerful. You have money. You eat men like me for breakfast. You're rich. You can have any woman you want. Get some balls. I was like, dude, you're fucking creeping me out now. Anyway, that makes her feel empowered, I guess, by pretending she's a man. That makes her feel strong. Holy shit, didn't she just set back the feminist movement like 100 years by making this episode? I think they did, without them even realizing it. But yeah, so she ends up fucking him. Well, she takes off her fake mustache because they kiss while he's got the fake mustache on, okay? This is like the fucking Top Gun thing all over again. For those of you who don't know, Top Gun is basically, everyone thinks it's a movie about fucking Air Force pilots. It's fucking not. It's about a man's struggle with his own homosexuality. You got Maverick there. He's right on the line. And then you got fucking Iceman there. He's gay, and his crew, they're all trying to get him to be gay, And the only way that fucking Kelly McGinnis, she represents heterosexuality. And the only way that he can fucking fuck Kelly McGinnis, because remember, he goes to her place, takes a shower, does not fuck her, leaves. The next time they see each other, they're in the fucking elevator, and Kelly McGinnis has got the fucking Top Gun glasses like Iceman wears, and they're fucking standing there, and they start making out, and he fucks her. Then she's got to dress up like a fucking guy before Maverick will fuck her. And then at the end of the movie, fucking you got Iceman there in the Middigs, they're fighting the Russians and all that shit. And at the end, he's like, fucking Iceman goes like, hey, Maverick, you can ride my tail anytime. Remember that? Yeah, okay, that was the subtext. It was really a man's struggle with his own homosexuality, okay? That's what's going on here. Okay, this fucking dude, he's got to fucking make Miranda, like Charlotte, look like a fucking dude before he'll fucking fuck her. Yeah. Moving right along. So anyway, yeah. So she keeps the picture he took, but she's never going to see him again because she doesn't like the way that she acted. She's like, the woman in her won't allow it. Okay, Samantha and her assistant Matt, they get into a fight. She hates the way he's always standing up to her. She tells him what to do, and he tells her right back, I ain't going to do it. Nope, I'm going to do this. Nope, I'm going to do that. I know what I'm fucking doing. You know, she's like, I'm your boss. He's like, well, I don't care. And he answers her clients, you know, like, well, your attitude fucking sucks too. You know, she's like, okay, you know what? The good news is, the bad news is you're fired. The good news is let's fuck. And so they end up fucking, you know, of course, with Samantha on top, because I guess that's important. Like, who does it fucking matter, you know? But anyway, yeah, they fuck. So there's that. Another one off the checklist. Okay. Miranda brings a bunch of groceries home for Steve. Steve's waiting for her at her place. She spills the fucking, she's late, but she spills the fucking spaghetti sauce and she's fucking has a nervous breakdown. But I applaud her. I applaud her because she's actually honest here. She tells him straight out, she's like, listen, I love you. And the reason I'm afraid of this is because, you know, I don't always do the laundry all the time. I drop things and you just saw that, you know. I can't cook, you know. I'm stubborn. I like to keep the remote. And if you move in with me, you're going to see all that. And if you do, I'm afraid I'm going to lose you. So I'm scared. I'm scared to move forward, okay? And, you know, but at the same time, I don't want to lose. I don't want you out of my life. But I'm afraid that you're going to see all the bad qualities about me if you move in. Steve is just like, first of all, he's already seen all the fucking bad qualities in you while he's there, while he's not living with you. But Steve's just like, hey, you know, it's okay. I fuck up too. It's no big deal, you know? It's fine, you know? I don't want to lose you either, you know? And I will say this about Cynthia Nixon. She acted this scene really well. Like, I bought it. I bought it. She can act when she wants to act. She can fucking act. And she pulled it off in this scene. It was very realistic, you know? Very just like, hey, listen, I'm fucking scared. I'm scared that you're going to see my flaws. You know, that you're going to see it every day if you live here with me, and I'm afraid I'll lose you. I'm afraid I'll lose you, and I don't want that to happen. And that's why I'm afraid for you to come in here. I've never lived with a guy before. Hey, that's honesty. Honesty is the best policy. And Steve can understand that. You know, I honestly, if I would have been Steve, I would have been like, okay, fine. Then we won't talk about it again until you feel ready. You know, I'm not going to bring up that I want to move in with you again until you feel ready. That's what I would have done, but Steve is like, okay. And he doesn't say anything, but we find out through the narration that he moves in like 2 weeks later. Okay, now we get back to Sean and Carrie. They go to this party. It's a birthday party for Sean's ex-boyfriend. And when they get there, he meets the boyfriend there, the ex-boyfriend. He's got a baby with him that he had with a woman. But now, instead of having a boyfriend, he's got a partner. And that partner is actually married to this other hot girl. But his ex is this other hot girl that's fucking the other woman. And basically, everyone in this fucking party has fucked each other. Guy and girl. Every guy is hooked up with every guy. Every woman's hooked up with every fucking woman. So you can't keep shit fucking straight. It's a big fucking orgy with their clothes on. And they decide to play spin the bottle. So you know what that means. The dudes are going to kiss each other. The girls are going to kiss each other. And you get the fuck out of there, Carrie. But Carrie's just like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So she fucking smokes her cigarette. She kisses Alanis Morissette, but she doesn't fucking like it, you know. And she's smoking the whole time she's kissing her. And she doesn't really kiss her. She's just like, oh, lets it happen. And then she gets up to get some cigarettes and she never comes back. She says, I'm too old for this shit. Okay, I'm too old to be bisexual, okay? I'm fucking straight. I'm not gonna be bi. I don't like kissing girls anymore. If I ever did, fuck this shit. I can't be with some dude that fucks other dudes and has no problem with it. You know, because she's got a problem with it. So 86 this asshole and fucking get the fuck out of there, and that's what she does. Good for you, Carrie. Good for you. Be who you are, okay? Be proud of your sexuality. And that also means if you're straight. That goes for you too if you're straight, okay? Good. Thank you for watching.